Sup Flappers, welcome to another video for Genshin Impact. Today we are in-game, very rare occasion, I know, but it's mainly because people kept asking me this. And I know there's some time, quite a bit of time actually, until Hu Tao actually comes around. I think, let me check real quick. Yeah, you guys can't see it, but it says 13 days. So about a little less than 2 weeks until Hu Tao's rerun banner. So people have been non-stop asking me, Walrus, C0 Hu Tao or Staff of Homa? Now this is the question that's just been I haven't made a video about it because I felt that it's going to be very situational. It's just the amount of DMs has gotten out of hand, and on every other one of my videos I see people asking these questions and nobody is really giving a proper answer, right? It's either they're like, oh, go for C1's so good, or there's no, Staff of Homa is going to be universally great on all these amazing spear users. But as always, the answer is never so straightforward. Don't you just wish somebody could just fly in and give you the answer to everything, and it's like a very straightforward answer with no caveats and whatnots and BS like that? But hey, we live in this world where we don't shit rainbows and stuff. So here it is, right? I have C1 and I have an R1 Staff of Homa. I am pretty much, at this point, I would say I am a Hu Tao main. I pretty much play her exclusively in the overworld and in Abyss. So essentially everywhere, right? I take her everywhere. I find she's very streamlined, very easy to play. Her HP thing doesn't really bother me. I know, yeah, you guys see the team, and real Hu Tao mains are already cringing beyond belief seeing Bennett anywhere near Hu Tao. So yeah, I don't play her in optimal teams because I just see her as being that powerful. I don't really pay attention to whether she's below half HP or she's above half HP. She does a crazy amount of damage regardless. So, solid character. But if you were to ask me, should C1 be better or should Staff of Homa be better? At the end of the day, I really have to let you understand one thing, alright? Weapons in this game are quite overrated. They're overrated for a multitude of reasons, but specifically it's because for the amount of money you oftentimes have to spend, or primo gems you oftentimes have to spend on these weapons, the power you get out of it is not as substantial as if you just took that money and picked up, let's say, a new core member of a team that you're currently building, for example, or use it to complete a specific team composition. So for example, getting constellations into Xingqiu, into Official to facilitate certain teams, for example, right? You're gonna get a lot more out of a general sense. People oftentimes don't see it this way. They just see like, oh, I want to make this character as humanly strong as possible, and they go into weapons and sometimes multiple refinements. But weapons are oftentimes pretty overrated. That being said, right, Staff of Homa, I think till this day is still the best single weapon released, because it just smashes a lot of the other options out of the water, making them quite obsolete, especially with people farming artifacts for so long at this point. If you play this game for many months, you're gonna have some cracked artifacts, and when you have some cracked artifacts, you are able to facilitate this huge crit damage boost with powerful crit rate artifacts. Now, when it comes to Hu Tao, yes, this weapon is her bread and butter, right? It is her signature weapon. We oftentimes forget that this is Hu Tao's signature weapon, but there are plenty of other weapons. Being able to play with this weapon and use it to its full efficiency, you need to be able to juggle her HP bar right at that 50% mark, right? Ideally you want to be lower than 50%, but as close to it as possible so you don't get into one-shot range of some of the stronger mobs in the game. So that is definitely the mechanic you have to play around. Do I play around that mechanic a lot as a Hu Tao player? I'm not going to call myself a Hu Tao main. That's just disrespectful to Hu Tao mains, right? As a Hu Tao player, do I worry about that? No. Do I smash through every single possible content? Yes. There's too much power backloaded into this character to begin with. Now, what I want to tell you is that power mainly comes from Crimson Bouquet. And here is another dilemma for you guys. Now, so let's go and use up Hu Tao's stamina and kind of show you guys what this is. So if we use this, so you can see she can dash, cancel, dash, cancel, dash, cancel. Now you can't dash cancel anymore, but you can still use this ability. Now, oftentimes I very rarely go until the end of Hu Tao's dash charge attacks, just because I find it to be, I mean, as you play this character, you'll see that it feels it feels wasteful to let her get to the end of her charge attack animations. Trust me, you might, when you just pick her up, you might be like, oh, what's so bad about it? What's so bad about going all the way over here and then going all the way over here? It doesn't matter for you, right? You're like, I like her either way. Yeah, that's fine. But as you start playing her, trust me, you're gonna start feeling that it takes way too long. And so compare that to this, to this, to this, to this, to this. Whenever you see that spike coming out, that's when her charge attack is registered. And to really out as much damage as you can on Hu Tao, I do suggest picking up charge cancel. It's very easy, all right? It's not hard. People keep making it sound like the hardest thing in the world. It is not hard by any means. It's not necessary either to play this character. Now, what the constellation does is that it allows you to output the maximum amount of damage through dash canceling while not running you dry, essentially, of the resources required to continue her charge attack, your stamina. And that essentially means you can pack a tighter amount of damage. This constellation, if you notice, does not directly boost her damage. If you don't know how to play around her charge attack and canceling and, you know, utilizing that extra stamina that you're able to get, then you're not going to be getting much damage boost from this. You won't feel it. You won't feel anything. Is essentially what I'm saying. Now, this brings us back all the way to the beginning, right? C0 Hu Tao or R1 Staff of Homa. Listen, if you are at all serious about playing Hu Tao as a character, if you enjoy her playstyle, if you're gonna see yourself going forward with this character as a main centerpiece to your team, get C1. Alright? Go for C0 Hu Tao. Yes, there is the catch of having to properly utilize her cancels to actually get additional benefits out of her attack window. Yes, that is the learning curve. Instead of just, it's easier to slap Staff of Homa onto this character and just get that instant boost, right? You can immediately feel it, but I can tell you right now, to opening up more potential for this character is more important than to get that tiny little bit of immediate damage boost. The amount of damage you can get from Hu Tao from her C1 varies from how much time you're willing to put into properly canceling her attack animations. The quicker you can do it, the more you can actually benefit from her C1, right? Because her attack window is limited to her elemental skill duration. So the better you can animation cancel, the better you can utilize her 0 stamina charge attacks, right? It just makes sense. So, but if you just see yourself as, I want as much damage right now, I don't care about animation cancel, I don't care about maximizing her damage window, whatever the hell that is. I just want damage, I want damage amount, and I don't see myself being a Hu Tao dedicated player, and I might want to slap Staff of Homa onto Zhao, onto Zhongli, whatever, right? That spear can honestly be reinvested into other areas. Even future spear characters come out, I'd imagine they can make good use out of the Staff of Homa. Then by all means go for the Staff of Homa. This is what I meant in the beginning of the video when I said that this question has conditions to answering it. So honestly, if I were a Hu Tao player, I would go for the constellation. Trust me, you're gonna feel it more and more as you master this character. Per se, master, I say it very loosely, right? As you get used to animation canceling, dash canceling to be precise, all right? Without C1 dash canceling, it's used very sparingly. It's not something that you can spam over and over again. Whereas with C1 dash canceling, essentially becomes an essential way of playing this character. I can't remember the last time I actually let her charge attack finish. It's just what it is. It's a utility constellation that also has damage boosts if you're able to fully utilize its effects. All right. So with that said, I hope this video can shed some light on this for people asking this question. If you have any more specific situations, right, like that I did not mention in this video, feel free to DM me, continuously DM me, or leave it down in the comments. I'll see it. I'll try my best to answer. Also, I'm going live tonight here on YouTube, 7 p.m. So a couple hours after this video comes out. I'll see you guys then. All right. Till then, urge y'all stay safe. Peace, peace. Bye-bye.